All right, y'all, the October challenge has started. Me and Lyric are getting it in with LASHAE on ifyoucanmove.com. Sign up for the October challenge before it's over, or sign up for the online gym if you're trying to get in shape. Okay, girlfriend will get you together in 30 minutes or less most of the time. Okay, I'm telling y'all, most of the workouts are less than 30 minutes. Get you in, get you out, get you some real results. Okay, and please don't forget to check out TLC products. Okay, they tell y'all it's a scam, but they lied. Okay, I'm telling y'all, you got stomach issues, you ever feel like, you're a little constipated, or your stomach hurt, a little nauseous, anything like that, that ISOT, any of the flavors is so helpful, so helpful. And NutriBurst definitely gets your energy where you need it to be throughout the day. I promise y'all I would not lie to you, okay? Because we going through this challenge, we working out every day this month, okay? So I need all the help I can get. So y'all check down below in the description box where you can get the links to everything. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Tamar Get Your Life review, y'all. Tamar made me so upset this episode. People was hitting me up and messaging me before I actually sat down to watch it, and after I sat down and watched it, I was like, I totally understand why y'all are aggravated, why y'all are upset with her. She completely blamed Goldie for the situation with David. No responsibility on herself for putting Goldie in that situation. No responsibility on David for being an asshole and trying to control her. The idea that it's production's fault. The idea that WeTV and Mona stabbed her in the back is just ridiculous to me. And if I was them, I wouldn't want to work with her anymore either, because at the end of the day, there's always somebody else that we can put on television that will want to be more open with their lives and that won't play the victim. You sign up for this, you play your part, you do your job. And Tamar spends a lot of time playing a victim. Everybody's doing something to her. And the one person that actually is harming her in one way or another, David, she completely lets off the hook. Completely lets off the hook. And even this past week, I talked to y'all in my live. I talked about it because I did a live in case y'all missed it. Bondy Blue Show, and I talked about Tony Braxton calling him a weasel, and then Tawanda coming out and co-signing that notion, and then Tamar coming out and saying she don't know why all of a sudden they want to defend her, but David was an amazing partner to her, and we're looking for where he was an amazing partner, because it seemed as if he tries to stunt your growth, tried to control you, was showing up for business meetings with Mona as if that was his place. You have allowed him to come into your life and take over, but then you want to be on the show talking about, I want to take my life back. You are the one that gets in your own way, Tamar. You allow him to do this. Nobody is putting a gun to your head. These are the decisions that you make, and then you can't handle the decisions that you make. She made me so upset, y'all. So this is the 6th week of the show. There's no Goldie. Goldie quit. You forced Goldie to quit when you made her have to contend with David behind closed doors with no cameras. Whatever the hell happened, I do not feel like it was Goldie's fault. Okay, Tamar? I'm so upset that she put that all on him. But she and David are talking, right? David talks about how one of the things that's been difficult is the situation with Vince, and how he's always popping up, and it's intrusive for Vincent to always be at his house. It's not your house. It's Tamar's house. It's not your house. Y'all are not married. It's not community property. You have your house. She has her house. All of this playing shit that y'all are doing, for some religious Christians, y'all sure do like to play house, because that's all this is. My house. Stop it. Tamar says to Michael, the producer, she doesn't know whether this is the best television experience of her life or the worst television experience of her life. And I feel like it's neither. It's neither. Because you've done worse, Iyanla. You've done better, Braxton Family Values. She thinks that people think she's the villain, And I'm just kind of like, Tamar, you do this, okay? People react a lot of the time to the things that you put out there at the end of the day. You do the most. You get in everybody's face. You want to be, I can say anything and snap my fingers and roll my neck, and I'm Tamar Braxton and I'm going to say this and get your life and pop my neck. You can do whatever you want to do, but whenever people try to get real with your ass, you want to cry and run away. That's what you do. So at the end of the day, if you can dish it, you need to be able to take it as a 42-year-old woman, okay? Simple. I feel like I did see some type of growth with Tamar, but the way she allows David to control her, it is just, to me, it looks like a woman who feels like I have to have some type of piece of man. You know what I'm saying? I have to have a man. It doesn't matter if it's at my detriment. I need a man. I gotta have a man. And that's unfortunate because you don't give yourself time to heal. You don't give yourself time to become whole so that you can choose someone who won't put you in a situation where you have to choose between your livelihood and their ego, which is what David has done to you. Y'all may not be together anymore, but you continuing to speak up on his behalf is only continuing a sign that you have not healed, okay? Because you still want to find comfort in people who are doing you wrong, specifically a man, that's doing you wrong. And you don't have no room, no patience, no grace for your sisters, but you got all the patience and grace for a man who ain't really did nothing for you. I just don't want to, like, what did he do for you, Tamar? What did he do for you? Talk to us. They're supposed to be going to Trina's wedding. And I feel like she's jealous of Trina, honestly. But for her, it's more so about she and David showing up as a couple to the wedding. David in his turtleneck see himself as a person that Tamar can lean on, And I feel like it's more so of, oh, her family's not there, so let me be there. Her family hasn't even been there for her. Her family has been there for her for years. They're tired. She's an adult. How much do they need to be there? Like, I'm just saying, in general, y'all, when you're an adult, you handle your shit in-house. Your sisters and brothers and all of that don't always have to be in every issue that you have. They discussed the goalie situation. Tamar puts it all on Goldie. Goldie should have figured out a better way to articulate herself to David. Even though she wasn't working for David, she was working for you. You made her deal with David. She shouldn't have had to deal with David, in all honesty. Okay? He had an issue with the work that you were doing with Goldie. Okay? You were his woman. You were the one he has an issue with doing the dream work, okay? Now, why nobody could bring the Bible verse to him annoys me. The fact that he didn't know it annoys me because we want to talk about how religious we are, but we don't even know about Bible verses that talk about dream work. Because there are some, but you asking someone who's not a Christian, why is she supposed to go and learn the Bible so that she can have a philosophical conversation with this big head douchebag who really just wants to make her look bad because anything that she does is going to help Tamar open up her mind and realize she don't need him or any other man to control her life and she can handle it all on her own. All of this anxiety and fear to sing in front of people and all of that type of girl. I'm so tired of her with this. I'm so tired of her with this. Like, nut up or shut up. Okay, like that's really what I feel about Tamar. Get a therapist, work through your issues, and stop playing a victim. Stop being a child. Stop swimming around in your own shit and then acting like somebody else threw it at you. Tamar is pissed with production because of how the goalie situation went down. She knows it's going to make David look bad. David is probably worried about looking bad. So behind the scenes, they probably had arguments about it. So now she's going to come and take it out on production like they did something, okay? She didn't want to do interviews, which is why we haven't seen many interviews for her throughout the show. David made sure he did his though, okay? And she canceled makeup and hair, so she shows up looking tired and wore out. And then she only records for 10 minutes. Then she goes to Trina's wedding, which apparently wasn't a good situation. She and Tracy got into it. So Mona meets with David. For what reason, I'm not sure, okay? But Mona meets with David to talk about getting Tamar over this hump that she's on right now, okay? David brings up Trina's wedding, okay? Tracy got into it with Tamar, grabbed her hands, okay? And I just don't feel like she's safe, basically trying to make it seem like Tracy attacked Tamar and Tamar isn't safe around Tracy. That was basically what he was trying to do. David also says that it's about reality versus the, reality TV. So trying to save some image, I guess, and not wanting to put some things on reality TV. And even though I agree with that, I also feel like it's coming from a place of bullshit. Tamar has already done all of this shit on television before. What's so different now? Like, give me a break. Mona says that if she didn't want to put things on television, she should have decided that ahead of time and not come to her with this show. You wanted to do this. This is what you signed on to do. So now we have a job to complete, okay? I really like the way Mona talked to him about it because she was being easy, but she was saying basically this is still something she signed up to do, okay? Mona and Tamar talk, y'all. Tamar comes to Mona's office. Tamar is hoarse, of course, because she's been arguing and all of that like she likes to do. So I know she's been arguing with somebody. Don't argue with me about it. I know she's been arguing with somebody, crying, not getting enough sleep, just not taking care of herself so that she can be emotionally distraught because she revels in it, apparently. So they go through video from the show and how Tamar shut out the cameras, you know, specifically with the goalie situation. Mona brings up Tracy and she says that she's not the cleanup woman and she's not going to try to make Tracy sit down and have a conversation with her. And it's like the effort you will put forth for a man that you won't put forth with your own family is just so sad, okay? Now, Mona got other shit to do because we trying to get Love and Hip Hop back on the air. So we got other shit to do. You can sit here and watch this yourself, okay? So as she's sitting there watching this video by herself, she's getting upset. Okay, she says it's not her show. It's not her show. It's like everything that you wanted to happen has happened on this show. You didn't want to do the exercises. Y'all didn't do the exercises. You didn't want to tape certain things. Y'all didn't tape certain things. So I don't know what she means by it's not her show. Nobody is skewing it in any way, shape, or form. The only person that has taken this show away from her is David. That's the only person that took the show from her. It is the David show, okay? It should have been called David Gets Your Life, not Tamar Gets Your Life. So they try to do another interview with her, okay, after she storms out of Mona's office, okay? And she's being difficult. She doesn't want to answer any questions. She says that production stabbed her in the back. And I'm just like, oh my God, Tamar, give me a fucking break with this bullshit, man. They stabbed you in the back. Can you please explain to us how? All they did was show up and record what the hell happened. You got upset because you didn't like to see how difficult you are to work with. You are difficult for producers. You're difficult for the production people. You are difficult for goalie. You are difficult in general for anybody to work with. And you have the audacity to blame production for what has transpired on this show. David made himself look like an asshole when he overstepped his boundaries. This wasn't his purview. This wasn't his place. But you allowed him to come in and question your shit with goalie, so he ruined that. Then he comes in and wants to dictate whether Vince is on camera, and now we're not even getting that part of your life. So you let him cut off all of these different areas of your life for what he felt was acceptable for him and his damn family who don't even know the Bible, but want to claim it's so important to them. I cannot with people, okay? But that's it, y'all. She talking about how she trying to help other people see that you can get to the other side of, I guess, attempting to harm yourself, child. I don't know. But what I do feel is you can't help nobody if you can't help your damn self. And that's it. And I haven't seen her help herself in any way, shape, or form throughout this entire 6 weeks of watching this show. The beginning idea to work with goalie was her helping herself. The work she was doing with goalie was her helping herself. The idea that she can now say that goalie's work could have come from somewhere evil, I could slap the shit out of her, because I feel like that lady was trying to help you. I feel like that lady genuinely cared about you and you were there for what she was doing and the work she was doing. But now you want to act like it's evil and it's a bad thing because David has finally made you feel like shit about what you were trying to do for yourself. He shouldn't have even been a part of it, and you allowed for him to do it. And now you want to blame production. It's David's fault. It's your fault. Deal with it. Suck it up. Like, I just can't with her. I can't with her, y'all. It made me so mad. But anyway, y'all, that was it. You know, I'll be back for Braxton Family Values. Believe that. Okay, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all. All right? And I'll see y'all in the next one.